Hi, what's up? It's Kiss Wednesday! And it's the final track by track from Michael Gussler, who asked for the last 2 weeks. He saw the track by tracks he asked for. And this one, man, if it wasn't for like a few tracks off Animalize, this would definitely be a bona fide suck versus suck. Because both these albums are not good. You know, Animalize, I even remember back, was it 84 when Animalize was new? First time hearing the album, I thought, damn, Vinnie Vincent really did save Kiss, I thought. Because I don't think Kiss has made an album as good as Look It Up since. And right off the bat with Animalize, I mean, I think this album is pretty much piss poor. Except for a few songs that are really, really good. Against Vangina's 5150. Terrible album, but oddly enough, I like a song off it. Which is incredible, because I can't stand Vangina. To me, it's like, you know, it was like the greatest band I ever seen in my life was Van Halen in the 80s. And the worst band I ever saw in my life was Vangina in the 80s, because I saw 5150 for free. It really went because of BTO. That sold it for me. And Monsters of Rock, because I never saw Metallica before. Unfortunately, I never seen Cliff Burton. So the first time they came to Florida was Monsters of Rock. So I went with that with a friend. I should tell the disgusting story I saw. I will tell you right now. That, it was as disgusting as Vangina Live. Actually, man, it involves... Alright, I'm not going to say what animal it was. It was just gross. Well, we got there early, you know, because back then I used to drink. And we got there early, me and my friend Nick. He drove me there. And we're hanging out, and I'm seeing a guy under a tree skinning an animal. I'm not going to say what animal it is. But I wasn't sure. I was like, is that dude skinning an animal? And two girls were walking by and they saw it and they were like, ah! And they ran away. I was like, damn, he is. It was crazy, man, seeing something like that in pure daylight. So, because of Nick, I had to stick around because he wanted to see Vangina. I was all the way up front. I saw Kingdom Come, who was terrible. They got stuff thrown at them. I saw Metallica, who destroyed every band that night. Dokken fan. I am a Dokken fan. They were horrible that day. Scorps were great. They're always great, you know, but I still thought Metallica was better. After the Scorpions, I went to the nosebleeds. And it was even worse than the 5150 show. And when they played Running with the Devil, I was getting really mad, you know, because it was just horrible. And then I stuck around and watched it, and then when Eddie did his guitar solo, which I gotta stay for that, you know, Vangina or not, you know, Eddie is my favorite guitar player of all time. After he did Eruption, I went outside and waited at the car. I was like, enough, I can't take this no more. You know, best band ever live, then that turned into like the worst. Seriously, I'm not lying. The worst band I ever seen in my life was those two Vangina shows. And the greatest shows I saw in my life was Women, Children First, Fair Warning, Diver Down in 1984. Those were the 4 times I saw the original Van Halen. It was horrible what they turned into. Alright, enough of the yap. Now we'll get into the album. Alright, it starts with I've Had Enough. Best song on the album. What a song. I mean, this sounds like Vinnie Vincent was still in the band. It was that good. And believe me, I'm no Vinnie Vincent defender after he left Kiss. But man, Lick It Up and Creatures, awesome albums. Against Hello, Baby. And in the song they go, woo, 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 woo. I actually sat down and listened to this crap. Both these albums back to back, you know, on YouTube. Good enough. What a horrible, horrible song. And that's like to introduce. It's appropriate. It's like, all right, here, we're going to introduce what Gina sounds like. See, back then I didn't really hate Sammy Hagar, and don't get me wrong, I didn't like him either. You know, I liked the Montrose album, even though I thought he was the weak link on it. I think it would have been better with a better singer and a better lyricist. Oh, there's a song on the first Montrose album about a motorcycle. What does he call it? What does Sammy Hagar, the worst lyricist ever, call it? Bad motor scooter. Scooter. Horrible. So, you know, I heard One Way to Rock, I Can't Drive 55, and all that garbage. I even saw him open for Journey and Aerosmith at the Miami Baseball Stadium, which, by the way, Sammy said on Howard Stern, he never opened for anybody since 1979. Okay, yeah, and you sold more in Van Halen too. Right. So when he joined, when I heard, number one, I also have to stress this, you know. I love Dave to the grave, but I blame David Lee Roth for Vangina because of his damn ego. If it wasn't for his damn ego, the world would never have been subjected to Vangina. So I blame him as much as Eddie and Sammy, you know. But, you know, I didn't really hate, I mean, I hated Vangina, don't get me wrong. I was like, oh, this is disgusting and that. But it was when all the lies he started to say afterwards, I was like, man, I can't stand this guy more than ever. So, I'm babbling a lot, yeah? This is going to be a long video. Anyway, obviously I go with I've Had Enough. All right, next one is Heaven's on Fire. I've always liked this one, man. It was a single, and I think it's a great, catchy pop rock tune. I think it's an awesome tune. Always loved it. Going against Why Can't This Be Love, the song I heard. I remember when they gave this on the radio. New Van Halen. You know, the guy said it wrong. Which, by the way, when I did, I had to get the track listing on this. And I went on Google, and Google is all messed up. It took me a while to find Wikipedia's 5150 because they put it down as Van Halen 5150. And I was like, no, it's not. It's Vangina. Google's messed up. But yeah, I heard Why Can't This Be Love on the radio. It was a world premiere. And I was like, oh, let's hear this. I was curious. I did not think it was going to suck. I really didn't. I was like, all right, let's see what Sammy brings to Van Halen, you know? And, you know, yeah, he brought a Gina with it, you know? And that song, man, oh, man. Listening to today, too, I was like, you know, it's just, Van Halen was the big, I'm babbling again. Van Halen was the biggest band at that time. Whoever stepped into Van Halen, it was going to be a success, you know? Sammy got lucky. Sammy became a gazillionaire with Cabo Wabo and shit like that from Vangina money. He wouldn't have got it from I Drive with 55 money. Anyway, in case you haven't noticed, Sammy Hagar lives rent-free in my head. That's right. So I'm going to give it to Heaven's on Fire. All right, next, abysmal, terrible, Burn Bitch Burn. And, you know, it's not even that put my log in the fireplace, which is stupid enough, but, you know, I don't really care for stupid lyrics. In some cases, I kind of like stupid lyrics. I just hate that woo, 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 kind of like in Good Enough. Woo, 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 woo. Hate it. And that goes against Get Up. Now, this is why. This is proof right here how they suck with Sammy. Because Get Up, they're trying to be heavy and fast. And I'm listening to this crap today, and I hear Sammy doing those little raps, trying to be Dave. And hey, ooh, baby, you know what? Oh my God, kill me now. Burn Bitch Burn wins. Seriously. It's horrible, but man. It's just, Get Up is just beyond horrible. Just terrible. So I give it to Burn Bitch Burn. Next one is Get All You Can Take. I hate this one too. You know, Paul trying to be Led Zeppelin. Ain't gonna work. And it doesn't work, not to my ears. He even says the F word. He drops the F-bomb in the song. Versus Dreams. I'm giving it to that Led Zeppelin wannabe crap. What is it? Kingdom Come, or like, you know, Kingdom Kiss. I'm giving it to that. All right. Next is Lonely is the Hunter versus Summer Nights. Now, I understand there were a couple songs. I think it was like Good Enough and Summer Nights were written for Dave. And there is a rumor, I don't know how true it is, that there is demos of Dave doing Summer Nights. Probably not true. And I listen to Summer Nights with Sammy, and musically, I still think it's lame. Take Sammy out, I don't think it's a good tune. I just don't. So I can't see how Dave could have made it any better, you know? And just, the gang's all here, summer night, in my raid. Oh my God, kill me. But Lonely as the Hunter is so bad, that I'm giving it to Vangina. I am. And I can't stand Summer Nights. But Lonely as the Hunter is so bad. So another one for Vangina. All right, let's pick a random album right here, man. Let's not go far. Let's pick it right here. Talk about it for a second and get into the rest of this. I picked a few albums. This is a great Rat album. The EP, the first EP is great. And what's under this? I talked about this before, and I'm not going to talk about it again. Not a fan, and I love Randy. But man, Walking the Dog, You Think You're Tough, Sweet Cheetah, the whole thing, Tell the World. What else is on here? You Got It, Back for More, which I'll admit, I like the Out of Cellar version more, but I dig it. This is good stuff. I love this, Out of the Cellar. Those are my two favorite Rat albums. After this, it was, you know, some good songs. All right, side two. Under the Gun, ripping tune, versus Best of Both Worlds, ripping fart tunes. It's horrible. Giving it to Kiss. Easy. Next, Thrills in the Night versus Love Walks In. Now get this. This is where, you know, a lot of you out there will say, oh my God, really, dude? Really? And you know what? I don't blame you for saying that. But this is how I feel. It's what you're going to get on my channel, man. Even stuff that, you know, contradicts what I think. But I can't lie to myself or you. Love Walks In. Sappy little ballad keyboard crap. I love. Don't ask me why, but I love that song. I think that is the best Vangina song with Humans Beings. See, I like two songs that they did. Back to, you know, like the beginning and the end. I'm not counting that Up for Breakfast crap. But Thrills in the Night, always hated that song. And Paul's doing his, like, that voice he did on Odyssey from The Elder. I love The Elder, but I hate Odyssey. And that's how Paul's singing it on here. I don't know, I can't even do it. Horrible, horrible song. Vangina. Giving it to Vangina. Alright, next. While the City Sleeps versus 5150. I admit, I think I said this the last time because I was listening to 5150 today now, and I was like, you know what? This one is good musically. I like Eddie's guitar work on this. I think it's his best guitar. I think musically it's the best song because Love Walks In is, you know, even though I like that song more, it doesn't have it has no testicles. But I do like musically 5150. While the City Sleeps, though, is better overall. And that's a song that's very much hated by many people. Oh, that song sucks. Man, I love that song. Gene Simmons wrote some great songs. while he didn't care and only cared about Hollywood. I'm giving it to Kiss. All right, the last one. Murder on High Heels versus Inside. Oh, man. I don't even, you know, I listened to 5150 before, obviously, when I did a track by track before. Man, and I totally forgot about this song Inside. And actually listening today, it was kind of like, I felt like it was the first time hearing it. You know, I don't remember this song. I guess it's because it's so bad. I blocked it from my memory, but it's so bad. I mean, so bad. How bad? How bad is it? Murder on High Heels wins. And that song is as bad as Lonely as the Hunter, where I actually picked Summer Nights over it. I can't do it here. Inside is so stupid. It's what the hell is that song about? Listening to it, I'm like, really? You're not even going to try? At least you tried with 5150 and a couple other songs. Like Get Up. I mean, I know it was like a failed attempt, but at least you tried. That song, they're not even trying. It's just a bunch of weird noises with Sammy just talking, you know, the gibberish he always talks. Up for breakfast, anybody? So, in the end, Animalize got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Vangina got 2. So there you go. Michael Gussler. It is, this is the last of your 3 donations for Kiss Wednesdays, and I really appreciate it, brother and buddy brother. And I want to thank you all for watching. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. So stay frosty, as the great David Lee Roth says. Listen to Black Sabbath, not Vangina. Well, no, wait. Let me rephrase that. You can listen to it all you want. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm not gonna. And smack 'em a gob. Dave to the grave. Sammy Hagar sucks.